Fishing in the right pond is better than fishing in the wrong river. My friends, this video is exclusively for the entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurs. Many a times it happens in our life due to indecision, out of haste or out of influence, we launch ourselves into a wrong business platform, as a result of which we fail miserably, and whoever is associated with us, they have to face the wrath of our indecisions. So in this video, I'll try to enlighten you all about different business platforms and how one can succeed into a particular business domain. Additionally, I am giving some very useful tips to scale up your business in a very shortest span of time at a very faster pace. So entrepreneurs who have been watching my videos, stay tuned with me till the end of this video. There is something very useful coming up. Okay, now coming back to the topic of today's video is the business and types of businesses and how one can do excel into that particular business domain. So understanding the basic of business, what actually the business is. See, anywhere the money transaction happens in lieu of goods and services, the business is happening. At times people do business in an organized domain wherein we see there are lots of SME, MSME, corporate, enterprise and different sort of retail outlets and retail chains, supply chain management, and all these things are happening. This is a very organized way of doing business. Other way, there is a big unorganized market who does the transactions. Okay, so everywhere the business is happening. Now even a talented person can say like, I'm that talented, like wherever I stand, I'll start business from there. As in like Amitabh Bachchan says in the movie Kalia, हम जहाँ खड़े होते हैं लाइन वहीं से शुरू होती है. This particular thing doesn't go well with the business. When you are planning to launch yourself, you'll have to be very aware of your strength, experience, your forte and your strategies. These things are very important. If you don't know, keep on watching my videos. You will get some very useful business tips, and by gaining our knowledge dots, you can connect the dots and you can be innovative and creative in your own business domain or in your profession and the personal life. So the business model could be anything, means it could be either B2B or B2C or C2C or C2B or B2B2C, C to B2B, means I understand you all are very much confused. So I'll just filter it for you, and I'm putting everything into simple 5 business format. 5 business format. It could be either B2B, means business to business, or B2C, means business to consumer, or C2C, consumer to consumer. You will go further level down, means business to consumer, B to B to C. This is the 4th level. Or it could be consumer to business to business. So these are the 5 different business platforms one can conveniently operate. Few of the business formats been quite conventional, but few business platforms have recently evolved with the advent of e-commerce or e-platforms. So there are lots of opportunities going on. I'll take each vertical one by one, and then on the selected business platform, I'll go into the depth and I'll give you some very good, useful, innovative business ideas. So when we talk about B2B, what is B2B? See, it is very simple. Any manufacturing units, if they need goods or raw materials, they'll buy from some other business houses. So there is a transaction happening from business to business. Or when it comes to the B2C, the second category, it could be anything that we see, means you are going to a stationery shop, you are going to your mobile shop, or anywhere you are purchasing as a consumer, that is B2C kind of business platform. But what actually is C2C, consumer to consumer? But there has to be buyer and the seller to do the transaction. But here the consumer is selling to the consumer. How does this happen? I'll take it with a very simple example. Let's suppose I own a car. Okay, I want to buy a new one. What would I do? My existing cars, I need to find a buyer for that. Where would I find the buyer? Either in the newspaper column or There are lots of e-commerce portals available. I'll register myself, and the person, my prospective buyer who is looking out for the car, with our specs and in our price bracket, they'll also register themselves. So on that common platform, we find the right alliance, we find the right partner for our products, and a consumer, I being a consumer, I become the seller for my prospective buyer. So that's how the C2C transaction happens. This is the most flourishing domain nowadays. So any means, if we talk about the Asian market like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, there is a huge opportunity in this particular domain. The consumer to the consumer means any unorganized market is impregnated with plenty of business opportunities, because these are the untapped market. The big multinationals, they have not entered into the small town, small cities. If you belong to any small town, small cities, create a kind of ecosystems. Now it is quite easy. People need such kind of platforms because they don't have a very faster communication media or a faster transaction platforms. So if you are able to create any such platforms, it would be very convenient, and you can enjoy your monopoly even being in a smaller town or the small cities. But again, there is lots of business possibilities that you can expect. Then in the fourth category, there is business to consumer. The business to consumer, how does it happen? Like a vendor who has to sell its product, he sell it to the resellers, and in return the reseller sell it to the consumer. For an example, a mobile manufacturer, he sells its products to the reseller, and down the line a consumer comes to the reseller shop and he buys the mobile. So that is a kind of channel ecosystem, business to consumer. But the most typical one is the fifth one, consumer to business. How does the business happens in this particular verticals? See, many industries who works on back-end engineering, or re-engineering process or revamping process. So a consumers who are supposed to dump the goods they are not been using. Again, I take an example of a car. In a very simple way, I'm just giving you some of the very innovative business ideas. I want to sell my old car, and the car has met an accident and it is in very bad condition. I want to simply dump it off. A garage mechanic, he comes to me and he takes my car and he just polish it and he shine it out and makes the car in a very perfect conditions. What he does, he re-export to some other countries and he sell it to the other business houses, or he sell it to the rent-a-car company at a good price. So all works on a very economies of scale with a very less margin, but still there is a movement across the cycle. So that's how the consumer to business pattern is established. So you need to think where you can position into this particular cycle. Now see, every business domain has got their trick of trade, and one needs to have lots of experience, lots of maturity to derive the trick of trade for a particular business domain. It is not that easy. Even I would claim I will give you everything what a business requires in just 10-15 minutes videos. I won't be doing justice with what you need. Okay, if in case you need any specific detail or you need more details on any particular topic, you need to write to me, or you need to write in the comment box down the line, down this video. Probably I'll come up with a very specific video. I'm just picking up a very simple case of B2C. Okay, I'll just try to explain how the strategies are made. You just need to take inference of this particular strategy, and you can create your own strategy in your own business domain. For an example, if I say B2C domain, business to consumer domain, when I say B2C, there are many platforms on the B2C. It could be either retail or it could be the corporate selling. Retail is altogether a very different market. In retail means here the most of the things goes out of the customer psychology. You need to read out the customer psychologies. Now what are the customer taste and preferences, how to catch the customer eyeballs, how to make them, you know, loss averse, how to make them risk averse. I mean, there are lots of strategies that works. You know, how, what are the different engagement procedures, you know, how to capture the attention, how to capture the customers, you know, how to resell to the same customers. There are lots of strategies that goes around. So retail is one such very big domain. Probably I'll come up with a very separate videos on B2C in the retail market. But here I'm looking at the time constraint, I'm considering B2C in the corporate vertical or the SMB or MSME market domain, how the business to consumer selling happens. Any one of you who have been into products, services or solutions, you want to sell something to your customers, you'll have to change your approach. The first thing that you will have to bear in the mind that you don't have to sell. Yes, I'm right, you don't have to sell. Rather, you have to give your consulting services. You have to act like a consultant to your customers and you have to help them in taking the decision. Nobody at this point in time would like to be sold. I have mentioned it many times in all my past videos. You'll have to change your strategy. Post-COVID era, or especially during this COVID time, selling is not easy. If you think you are over smart, you are super smart and you can sell anything, it is not going to happen. You'll have to learn the strategy, you'll have to adopt a new method, then only you will be able to sell your products or services to any of the consumers or to the customers. What you need to do, you need to get into the consulting practice. I'm giving you a formula, 3-on-3 rule. 3-on-3 rule. Yes, you heard it right. You will have to screen out the customer on 3 parameters. Okay, first check their existing product or the services or the solution they have been using. What are their setups and all, everything. Based on that, what are the loopholes in the company? What is the most burning issues of the customers, where the customer is lacking? Many times the customer is not aware of those, you know, risk factor that is lurking in their company. You will have to make them aware of those risk factors or the possible losses that company might incur in the absence of a technology or the product. Then you will have to give them a chart data about what could be the probable losses that organization might incur. So on 3 ground, you have screened out the customer. Now it is your time to present your product and solution to your customers. So give a very good presentation of your product or services, whatever you have taken to that customer. Then how your product and services is going to cover up those loopholes or the pain areas of the customers. How do you address the most burning issues of that customer, and how your product at a very third level, how your product is going to give them a very good return on investment, and how your product keep and mitigate, you know, negate or mitigate the customer's risk and the loss factor. So in 3 steps you screen out the customers, in another 3 steps you give them your solution. So that is the real way of doing business transactions with the companies. So bear in mind, you'll have to act like a consultant, not like a seller. In my next video, I'll come up with another method of selling in B2B domain to scale up the business. Okay, so stay tuned with me, wait for my next video. I'll be coming up very soon with a very useful business tips. If you're liking my videos, do subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and you have any particular requirement or any particular details you needed related to your business, you can always write to me. I'll be more than happy to assist you all. Have a great day. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for watching my videos.